Okay, I am Jacob Ryan Dempsey. I'm an English major here at USD. I have an anthropology minor, and I'm a senior. Well, I was hesitant to declare the major at first, but I was having a crisis, is that I didn't really know what I wanted to major in, and I always liked the classes, and I always excelled in them, so I figured I'd roll the dice and declare it. If anyone is hesitant to declare an English major because people are going to say to you, what are you going to do with that? Those people don't really understand how a bachelor's degree works or how university education works in general. So if you like the classes and you want to do it, but your inhibition is that you don't know what you're going to do with it, just declare it, because it's all about finding your way and it's all about taking chances. And the English major here, it's a great department with great teachers and a lot of opportunities available. So don't let any type of doubt from others or hesitation on what you're going to do with your life stop you from declaring it and doing what you want to do. That's a tough question. A lot of my peers would probably be like, "What?" when I say this, but I really liked Intro to Criticism. It's a class where you read about theorists. And another misconception about the English major is that all you really do is read books and talk about books and things like that. But you read literature and you apply it to societies, and it's just a very broad humanities. Intro to Criticism was a class that introduced a lot of theorists and thinkers' ideas on how exactly societies are structured and how literature influences that. I'm like pre-law English, basically. I'm on track to apply to law school here at USD and Iowa. So the English major has given me a good background in reading and writing, being a good orator, and things of that nature. And it's one of the majors that law schools and look at and like, and that people who take the LSAT do well on it. So when people say, like, what do you even do with an English major? A lot of times it will get limited to being a teacher, but that's not the only thing that you can do. And not that there's not anything wrong with being a teacher, but there are all kinds of avenues that you'll find yourself landing in. And me, individually, I found myself pushed in the field and direction of law. Well, I try to be interested in all kinds of things. As far as like hobbies and passions go, I love music. I play the drums. I play in a couple of bands. And then reading and writing and the things that go along with my major. And then, just stuff everybody likes, watching movies, again, music, listening to the radio, hanging out with my friends, all that, campus life stuff. This is We Are Seven by William Wordsworth. It's a medium-length poem made up of 4-line stanzas. I chose it because I just recently read it for a class, but I really enjoyed it, so it's relevant to me. I find it very clever and compelling, and this is for British literature. Wordsworth is a renowned poet from the Romantic era, there's debates on when exactly it begins and ends, but it's like the French Revolution up till about the middle 1800s, broadly. Anyway, we are seven. A simple child that lightly draws its breath and feels its life in every limb. What should it know of death? I met a little cottage girl. She was 8 years old. She said her hair was thick with many a curl that clustered round her head. She had a rustic woodland air, and she was wildly clad. Her eyes were fair and very fair. Her beauty made me glad. Sisters and brothers, little maid, how many may you be? How many? 7 in all, she said, and wondering looked at me. And where are they? I pray you tell. She answered, 7 are we. And 2 of us at Conway dwell, and 2 are gone at sea. 2 of us in the little churchyard lie, my sister and my brother. And in the churchyard cottage I dwell near them with my mother. You say that 2 at Conway dwell, and 2 are gone at sea. Yet ye are 7, I pray you tell, sweet maid, how this may be. Then did the little maid reply, 7 boys and girls are we. 2 of us in the churchyard lie, beneath the churchyard tree. You run about, my little maid, your limbs they are alive. If 2 are in the churchyard laid, then ye are only 5. Their graves are green, they may be seen, the little maid replied. 12 steps or more from my mother's door, and they are side by side. My stockings there I often knit, my kerchief there I hem, and there upon the ground I sit and sing a song to them. And often after sunset, sir, when it is light and fair, I take my little porringer and eat my supper there. The first that died was Sister Jane, in bed she moaning lay, till God released her of her pain, and then she went away. So in the churchyard she was laid, and when the grass was dry, together round her grave we played, my brother John and I. And when the ground was white with snow, and I could run and slide, my brother John was forced to go, and he lies by her side. How many are you then, I said, if they too are in heaven? Quick was the little maid's reply, O master, we are 7. But they are dead, those two are dead, their spirits are in heaven. 'Twas throwing words away, for still the little maid would have her will, and said, Nay, we are 7. But I like that poem a lot because it's dealing with a child who's talking about death, and that's a big concept to get across to people. And it's kind of got the innocence of youth in there, but there's like a darkness sprinkled in on it, and that juxtaposition of ideas I find very interesting. And I also think Wordsworth wrote a very clever poem, and the word choice he used and his meter and everything were very nicely done, rhythmic, and poetic.